So, meine Frau ist jetzt im Bett. Ich nehme jetzt noch eine Folge auf, weil ich kann ja hier nicht speichern. Und dann war es das für mich heute und morgen dann hoffentlich die nächste Aufnahme. Wir sind in der letzten Folge im Rathaus unten auf diese Blutzapfstation gekommen und haben den Bürgermeister zur Rede gestellt. Wir wurden dann gefangen genommen und sind jetzt hier im Gefängnis und müssen ihn irgendwie besitzen, dass wir hier rauskommen. So Zitat aus seinem Buch.
How are you enjoying War and Peace?
Have you read it?
Of course. I'm a physician, and Tolstoy often reflects on the ethics of my trade, and upon life and death. A man can own nothing while he is afraid of death, and to those who don't fear her belongs everything.
Huh. So you're a literary type as well. That's quite refreshing.
He seems to have warmed up to me. I may be able to enchant and influence him now.
Lately, I only talk with people around here due to my shift hours. They aren't the most cultured bunch.
That must feel lonely.
I don't want to complain, but all they do in their spare time is play cards and drink. I'd like to talk about something a little more interesting.
I feel like we get along just fine, Luca.
I reckon so.
So,
Say, Luca?
mehr Optionen. Luca überzeugen Menschlichkeit. Luca austricksen Nihilismus. Luca bestechen Münzen.
Listen, Luca. You aren't such a bad person, are you? You have compassion for other people, for your family. I know you understand that what goes on down here is not right. These people are not expendable. Criminals are not. They're human beings. They can't be treated like this.
But what can I do? If I tell anybody, they'll kill me and everyone I care about.
That's why you can leave it to me. Just let me out of here and I promise I will shut this horror factory down. You and your loved ones will be safe.
All right, this may be worth the risk. But I can't just let you walk out. They'll kill me.
Why don't you tell them I enchanted you and forced you into submission?
You can do that? Maybe you lot should be behind bars. All right.
Just lay down as if you fainted for 10 minutes or so. Then you can alert everyone.
Agreed.
Okay, das ging einfacher als ich dachte.
Good
Wir
luck.
müssen ihn gar nicht besitzen. Gefängnisschlüssel zum Inventar hinzugefügt. So.
I don't have much time before they start looking for me. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on. But first, I need to check on Kolya.
Okay.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Willkommen im
Lisa,
Club. Verwandelt
look at me.
Kolja
Is
in
this
einen
normal?
Vampir.
Am I dying?
It depends on how technical you want to be. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Luca! Luca! What the hell happened here?
They're already here.
How do we get out of here? We'll never get past the guards.
I don't have the time to teach him how to turn invisible. Have you read Ostrovsky's Thunderstorm?
What?
Watch me and do the same.
Okay, halte rechte Maustaste gedrückt, um auf die Vampirfähigkeit zuzugreifen und dich in eine Fledermaus zu verwandeln.
I can't believe I'm flying.
Let's get out of here.
You! Where do you think you're going? It's her! Shoot her!
Wow.
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look out!
Okay.
We made it out, Kolja. I can't believe it.
Kommst du? Aktualisierte Bio für Kolja. Was haben wir denn hier? Krieg und Frieden. Krieg und Frieden von Leo Tolstoi erzählt die Geschichte von 5 Familien während der Napoleonischen Kriege. Das Buch, das Fiktion und historisches Material miteinander verbindet, gilt als wichtig, wenn auch umfangreiches literarisches Werk. Da haben wir nichts. Vertraute haben wir auch nichts. Inventar. Jetzt haben wir auf einmal wieder alles im Inventar, oder was? Das ist schön. Beziehungen. Kalt. Freundlich. Aban, Rusalka, Marussia, Alisa, Trophim, Roman, Gräfin, feindselig. 32. Genau. So, gut, dann Kalender. Was war das hier? Wie lang war... Wir waren jetzt eine Woche im Gefängnis. Über eine Woche. Weil hier war keine Reue. Da war der Aufstand. Und wir sind jetzt schon hier. Okay. Betritt das Rathaus, was du im Keller gesehen hast. Ja, wir müssen noch ein bisschen was machen. Ich mach mal hier voll und mach noch... Ach, da kann ich keinen mehr reinmachen. Okay. Okay. Erzähl der Stadtbevölkerung, was du im Keller gesehen hast.
Wait, what is going on out there?
Er liegt die ganze Zeit so da.
Our people have been enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler. The story is always the same. Oppression, poverty, unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason. And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power. Don't trust the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies. And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite. It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
Wait!
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. The tyranny stops today. The power goes to us, the people. No regrets.
Wo hat er die Bombe jetzt auf einmal her?
What?
Oh.
Why didn't it explode?
Ich habe mich eben voll erschrocken.
Gosha, you bitch. You deactivated it, didn't you?
Get the terrorists now! Don't let him get away!
Deeskalationstraining. Was deine Entscheidung?
Quick, we need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
Cabernet, schließe Kapitel 7 ab. Scheinbar hat Gosia doch 31. Dezember 99.
Hello? And a happy New Year's Eve to you too. Of course. I'll pass it on. Thank you. I see how it is now. The only reason you called is to talk about the clinic, isn't it? I know. I'm just teasing. Look, I promise the budgets can wait till after the holidays. We're doing great. Seriously. The patients are happy, and that's all that matters. I'll handle the board. Now go and spend time with your family. Doctor's orders. All right, dear. Have a wonderful break. Marina's pushing herself way too hard, but I honestly can't imagine a better partner to run the clinic with. No more work tonight. I need to take my mind off it. Among other things. What's on TV?
Schalte den Fernseher ein. Epilog ist das jetzt schon. Ja, okay.
In memory of Pumpkin. A finer hunter and companion there never was.
Hätten wir ihn vielleicht doch zum Vampir machen sollen. Was haben wir hier? Da haben wir immer noch eine Flasche Cabernet. Hier haben wir andere Sachen.
I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special. It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy for groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet real. Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real. I may have never mastered the piano, but I always admired the instrument. Sometimes I wish I took more classes with Anastasia. Only have myself to blame.
Ja, wir haben nicht alles gemacht.
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state. Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim. President Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget, and has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well...
Fools.
Ich kann nichts machen.
Looks like your ride is here and already causing a nuisance. That bastard woke me up from such a beautiful dream.
Was für ein Traum. Alisa ist bei uns.
And what was the dream?
That all the annoying drivers in the world were dead, obviously.
Right. Of course.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
You know you don't have to do this, right? Besides, it's not going anywhere. Why don't you come to the party with me tonight? Should be good fun. Arben sent us a case of that delicious vintage Cabernet.
I admit, it's very tempting, but I'm sorry. I can't. I have to do this on my own, and I have to do it now. I don't know why, but I feel that tomorrow won't be the same.
Fine. You've always been a stubborn one.
Look who's talking.
You know you can call me any time, right? If you're in any trouble at all, just send a word and I'll tear them apart before they can say Happy New Year.
I bet you would, but I'll be fine, I promise. I'm pretty tough myself.
That you are.
I better get going before the car leaves without me.
Tell him if he wakes me up again, I'll curse his kin to the 5th generation.
I will. Love you, my queen.
Love you too, princess.
Erreiche die Stadt. Welche Stadt?
Getting close now.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago. Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa. Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just haven't been ready until now.
Also hat die Gräfin doch nichts erreichen können, dass sie dem Sonnenuntergang ausgesetzt wird.
I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium. Even if it is at a cemetery.
Okay.
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
Dann bezahlen und Trinkgeld geben.
Fair enough. There you go. And here is something from Grandfather Frost on top.
Seriously? Thank you, really. Much appreciated.
Sure thing. Happy New Year's Eve.
You too. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is, well, it's a bit of a hole. No offense.
None taken. Trust me, I know. Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
Well, good luck. And hey, if you need a ride back, just call this number.
Thank you.
Erkunde die Stadt. Kaufe Blumen für den Friedhof. Was ist das?
This monument was built to commemorate the brave men and women who saved dozens of lives and prevented further disaster during the town hall tragedy. That night indeed became an important one in the town's history. Due to Yvonne's bomb being defused, the rescue operation was swift and simple, and those who weren't already dead or dying all made it back home. I wish the sign mentioned Gosha by name. She was the true hero in all this. Without her, just like it says there, the outcome could have been a disaster for the ages. Since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the higher society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices. Horrible and illegal, yes, but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor, no more than a gruesome dream that faded with the sunrise. The infamous Savely Skortsov, the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath. The fact that Gosha defused Ivan's bomb meant two things for him. One, that the building didn't crumble on top of his own head after the explosion, meaning that he survived the night. And two, that when I took the townsfolk to help free the prisoners, he was taken by surprise and captured. As one would imagine, given Savely's deeds, he spent the rest of his life behind bars. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that he became somewhat of a folklore figure. Mothers in this area often frighten their children by telling them that bloody Savely will snatch them up if they don't behave. In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savely did in a few months. But, then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of.
Okay, ich bin gerade am Überlegen, wenn wir die komplette Stadt erkunden können, machen wir dann noch eine Folge hinten dran, weil das ist jetzt das Ende. Ich würde nämlich sagen, wir machen hier jetzt Schluss und machen die Stadtführung zum Schluss. Da haben wir eine komplette Folge. Gut, ihn haben wir jetzt schon außen vor. Und den Rest machen wir dann im Nachhinein noch. Ja, würde ich sagen, machen wir so. Dann haben wir einen schönen Abschluss und dann erzähle ich noch ein bisschen was, wie ich das Spiel fand. Alles klar. Dann bis zur nächsten Folge.